psychologists said, when people first come in contact with crime, they abhor it. If they remain there for a time in front of crime, they become accustomed to it and endure. But if they remain there long enough, they finally embrace it, and it comes to influence them. It starts to influence them. They become influenced. And so if it can happen in a negative, why can't it happen in a positive? Well, how do we do that? Through autosuggestion, repeated affirmations. You surround yourself using your own power. I mean, you can also surround yourself with great friends, positive thinkers, the people you hang around with, also this. You want to be able to do it yourself. So, repeated affirmations, or what it says, autosuggestion, is a great way to do this. Repeated affirmations to your subconscious mind, he says, is the only known method to developing emotion of faith voluntarily. So that's what you need to do for yourself. And although, or actually all thoughts that are given emotion and mixed with faith turn into a physical state. If you have a question, shout it out there, yes.
I have a question. I just want to say that example you gave of where failure is was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes.
That really struck home, and I'm going to remember that. That was great.
There's a book called, gosh, I wish I knew it, something about no, about striving for no. Power of now. Yes.
How do you mix your thoughts with emotion and faith? How do you do that? What kind of emotion should go along with that?
So your emotion and your faith come from who you really want to be, what your ideal is. So you look to the future, and I go like this. I'll explain why in a second. You look to your future of what kind of life am I going to live? Who am I going to be surrounded with? Where am I going to be? What are my values? What do I absolutely advocate? Who do I help? All these things. And that drives every single decision that you do. And when I say I go like this, it's because I don't think it's in the future. And Napoleon Hill talks about this as well, that it's absolutely right now. And so, the me I want to be, I have it. I'm not on a path to get it. I've got it right now. And the moment I switch that in my mind, everything changed for me. I absolutely live my life how I want it right now. I have sound health. I have all those things. And if I don't really have it in the physical, I have it. I just don't have possession of it yet. But I have it, and I know I have it. Because I have faith, and I have no doubt. Because I can see it. I can see clearly. So it's just knowing that and applying that emotion of how much you want to be that person. And when you do live that life, the emotion just comes. I love my life. I love living my life because I take care of myself. I take care of my friends. I do the things that I want to do. So the emotion just comes. Y'all know Henry Ford's story? So Henry Ford wanted to make a self-propelled vehicle. All there was at the time, there was horse and buggy. Everybody thought he was crazy. He got so much ridicule from his friends and his neighbors. First they said, nobody can invent a self-propelled vehicle, especially the really intelligent people, and you don't have an education. Because he didn't have an education. And then he said, well, I don't need an education, I'm going to do it anyway. And we go, well, you don't even have any money. You're broke. You have no capital. You can't do this. He said, well, I don't need money. I'm going to make it happen. So these physical things in the physical world, they're not actually things that you need. All you need is faith and action, and it will happen. Somehow, by talking to people, by this and that, just visualizing it, it happens. So what happened to Henry Ford? He built hugest industrial empire for automobiles that changed American life. So think for yourselves right now, have you ever had an idea or a plan that could be of use to other people? Think of it right now, what it would be, if you remember one. Just one. I'm sure you have billions, but just one. One useful plan to other people, or idea. Y'all got it? You are now where Henry Ford was before he made the automobile. So what Henry Ford did was he broke through the wall of fear, and he did that with one of the mastermind principles. He had a mastermind alliance with his wife. So think, is there anybody that you know that you could possibly make an alliance with to make this idea or plan operational? My friend here, Bahar, she teamed up with her friend.
Shay.
How many years ago?
We started our business 2 years ago,
2 years ago?
but we've been friends for 10 years.
They're friends, they had a great idea, they said, hey, we should do this together. They did it together, boom, look, it happened. They have a fantastic company right now that is doing amazing things. And it's, they came together, and it's so much easier to get your stuff done when you have somebody else that's holding you accountable. My most recent one, I just talked yesterday, I'm revolutionizing social media and a new site. Yesterday I got in contact with a CMO in Los Angeles, and so I hooked up with him, and now we together are combining to get this site run. All we're doing is now we're looking for a programmer. Once we have that third wheel, it's done, it's created. So taking action on these things, hugely important, and mastermind alliances can be huge. Okay, Napoleon says that belief is a magic word. Do you believe him? Yeah, I totally believe it. Belief, it's the foundation. Like it's the foundation of civilization. It's the one quality you must have in order to take hold of that key that opens up the gate. And to be successful, you must become a person, or rather be a person, that has a great capacity for belief. I'll say that again. To be a successful person, you must be a person that has a great capacity for belief. There's one trait difference between successful people and failures. Think of a donut. What do failures see in the donut? The hole. It's a donut, and all I see is the hole. Okay. So failures, they are focusing on what's not there. What don't I have? And successes, they see it as it is, and they make it a little better than it is. And then what they do best is, once they see it a little better than it is, they know that they are consistently thinking about how they want it to be, and all they're doing is, how can I fill that gap between having it a little better than it is to how I absolutely want it ideally. And that's their life. So they never even live over here in the hole. They just live